Oh, yeah, looking good. Yeah, fuck yeah. Fucking hat. Make sure this motherfucker. Oh, yeah, it's perfect. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the way to go, man. Let's see if you can see good. My glasses. Been busy here this morning. I've been just kicking it, you know what I mean? Fucking around my videos. What a great day today is going to be. I think it is. I believe I think it is. Been recording these bird sounds. You guys aren't listening to these bird sounds. What's wrong with you? Been reading about. Because you just gotta kick it when you can. You 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 gotta kick it when you can. That's today's song. You've got to kick it when you can. How do you like the ring to it all? How do you like the ring to the song? The lyrics. I activated my new card, debit card, which was a real pain in the ass. Yep. Good morning. Because I've been putting the bird sounds to the videos and vice versa. Vice versa. Oh, yeah. Vice versa. You better believe it, man. I have a coffee. I have quit Starbucks. It pissed me off. I'm not going back. I've got a 25-cent coffee this morning instead of a $9.10 coffee. So today is a case for a celebration. Why? Because I'm no longer a Starbucks customer. I am a private dark roast customer. Oh, yeah, I am. Today I'm going to get a lot done. I already have got a lot done. I'm reading quite a bit. Gregory Clays, he's a professor. I think he's in Oxford on just utopian societies and how they failed. Oh, how you doing there, Alona? Oh, you got Folgers. You know, now that could just be one of these kind of reverse brainwashing. I always just stayed away from Folgers because I thought it was cheap. But I'm starting to get away from that. I'll tell you what I do have in this, though. I've got Dunkin' Dark. Dunkin' Dark. And it is hitting the spot. Best legalized drug they ever sold. Hey, Crunch and Munch, how you doing? Yeah, I got up early. Caribou Coffee was great. You know, when I first moved to Chicago, they were all over the place. And that fucking Starbucks ended up putting every single one of them out of business. It was better coffee. That just goes to show you, you know this. You know, even when Microsoft came out, there were way better software programs if you didn't find out about them. Timing. This is how life is in everything, whether your health, relationships, house, where you live, blah, 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 blah. It's doors opening and closing, and you just don't know how it's going to work out for you. Microsoft's a perfect example. And Starbucks is another perfect example. Better coffee, hardly in business anymore. Doesn't make sense. Oh, Caribou Coffee is great coffee. I'll tell you another good one, Bigby's. Bigby's coffee is excellent too. Yeah, Bigby's. They're actually a Michigan company. I see they're more. They got these little mini drive-throughs. Excellent coffee. Yeah, Caribou coffee is top notch. The K cups. There's a big political controversy over that. I mean, I'm reading now about utopian society. This Gregory Clay's. He's an academic, intellectual, kind of on the liberal side, but they're not wrong about everything. It's just the whole idea is here to. I'll get the book actually. Cause I've been wanna be close to you. Right here. Right here. Now you could say it has a utopianism right here for a dying planet, which now, I don't really like, it seems like I'm kind of like right winger, which kind of is true. But believe me, I take these issues one at a time. I'm not religious. I'm definitely not a Christian. I'm all for diversity. If you want to get a sex change, have at it. So you really can't peg me as one or the other. Yes, I did vote for Trump. He's fucking nuts. I know this, but it was for the sake of the economy. Lying in bed, good for you. Oh, you had a busy day. Oh, slept like a rock. That's good. Yeah, I've been working out like super heavy. I'm almost as strong as I was as a senior in college. I'm not shitting you. I've been working out like crazy. I've been doing the scientific approach, all these supplements, rest, all this bullshit. Only thing, like right here in my arm here from doing shoulder presses, hurts right there. I took some ibuprofen and took it away. Oh, tobacco. Yeah, I never, it's funny. Once again, this is what I was just talking about. For some reason, like I was always a big porn addict, even when I was young, Playboy books, strip clubs, escorts, massage parlors, swingers clubs, porn, all that shit. I mean, big time, man. I know the first time I saw my first porno movie, I can tell you it's the only time in my life I used fake ID. And Tina Russell was on the screen. They would show porn back in the 70s at places that used to be thriving, but then the kind of business model fell apart. So they started showing porn and having strip teases and stuff. And I walked in there using fake ID, and the guy was kind of hedging. It was the Mel Theater, MEL, in Melvindale, Michigan. And the guy was kind of hedging about letting me in. He said, yeah, okay. And I remember walking in there and seeing Tina Russell on this big screen. And I knew right then, man, this is for me. Which is why I think I'm interested in addiction, like with the people that I interviewed, because I think there's a common bond there with this part of the amygdala in the brain with human behavior and how you get. Now, I had wouldn't be a typical upbringing, but I'm not blaming it on that. Hell, I don't know. I mean, there's a big melting pot. You don't know whether it's genes, upbringing, this, but I know that when I started, it was like socially acceptable, boys being boys. But I look back on that, like my dad was telling me how to get to horror houses as a junior in high school. I mean, that's fucked up. That is terrible parenting. Now, as I later figured out in life, I realized how crazy my parents were. And I slowly distanced myself from them. I didn't even go to my dad's funeral. But you mentioned tobacco is your thing, but both my parents were smokers. My sister basically died of COPD here a couple years ago this June. I don't miss her either. If I could have fucking cremated that bitch myself, I would have. But anyway, she smoked. There were 2 stillborns. Fuck, who knows why anybody does whatever? I don't know. But I never got into that. But the porn thing, all that kind of shit, for sure. The other stuff, drugs, no, never fucked with it. Never smoked marijuana, cocaine, none of that shit. Never tried smoking. Don't like marijuana. I mean, I know people that try to take credit where there's some kind of discipline that they realize the disadvantages of being addicted to things, and they saw their parents do it, and that's what it's no Hallmark story with me. Because morality and integrity and honesty and all that shit, when I was young, I could have gave a fuck. I just didn't like it. Didn't interest me. It's like being straight or gay. I didn't give a fuck. I knew that I liked girls, and I don't think I'm a better guy because I don't like big dick. I just think I like girls for some reason. I'm not saying I'm better than the guy that sucked 10 dicks last month. Yeah, there's all sorts of, there's some pretty good Scandinavian studies on identical twins being separated at birth. And it's interesting. Fuck, who knows? I tell you, it's a fucking war zone out there. I can tell you this, though. Knowing what I know now, and in the midst of this discussion, I wish I would have just been born Jewish to two smart Jewish parents. But then sometimes I think, well, what would have come of that? Well, who knows? But I mean, the only reason that I've kind of like went full circle on academia and stuff like that is because I just got bored with everything else. I wasn't even supposed to graduate from high school. I'll show you my high school transcripts. I had a 1.6.7 grade point average in high school, like totally dysfunctional family, never did homework, bucking around all the time. If it wasn't for my mom and very popular person and on the city council, I wouldn't have graduated from high school. I could have gave a fuck. The one regret that I only have one in my whole life, and that is that I didn't quit high school. What a fucking waste of time. I almost quit and I didn't. And I've been disappointed ever since. It's a fucking joke. Sometimes you got to realize what's going on, have enough nuts to pull the trigger. And I failed there. I fiddly fucked around for my junior and senior year and ended up with this bullshit, worthless diploma. I'd have been better off going out and experiencing the world, getting a GED and done what the fuck ever. Peel potatoes in Seattle, Washington, anything but sit there brain dead and listen to teachers that I knew didn't like me. Fuck them. Fear of intimacy. Yeah, yet the yearning for it as well. Yeah, push and pull, that's possible. I mean, who knows, right? It's the same with religious and the Big Bang and all this kind of shit. I mean, I think when somebody tells me they're atheists, it's the end of the conversation. When someone tells me that they're against the death penalty, or they're for the death penalty because it saves money, end of conversation. No, you're just not getting it. You know what I mean? Which is also why I do less lives, be honest with you. I mean, the people on here right now are great, but these people in the evening are fucking like borderline retarded. And they want to threaten you with unsubscribing. Big fucking deal. Have at it. I just told two motherfuckers off this morning. Because I said something about voting for Trump. Fuck them if they don't like it. It is a private channel, clowns. Unsubscribe, thumbs down, whatever the fuck you want to do, but you're never getting me to like beg your ass to come on a private channel. Not happening. Yeah, gift for gab, yeah. I'll tell you exactly what it is. I know my strong points and my weak points. I know what they are, and you figure this out. And I'm lucky that way. I'm a fucking terrible student. I got 119 books in the last 2 weeks. But I'm going to read those motherfuckers one way or the other. Oh, but what I was going to say is, I got life, I got lucky with business too. I'm not fucking shitting you, man. I went from fucking rags to riches from 21 to 36. It's no shit. I mean, literally. That's why I haven't fucking worked really hardly at all the last 35 years, just lucky. And I just got my divorce case reversed. You know how much that means for me? Extra? $2 million. No ways around it. You can't appeal your way out of it. And I live a low-cost lifestyle. I like eating out. That's true. Nothing crazy. No age steaks. No $150 steaks. I buy used cars. $6,500 for my last one. I do spend money on good cameras. That's true. I buy used clothes. Everything's thrift store. My house is basically a garage with some nice repurposed wood, only because I like the look of it. Finished, polished concrete. Small bathrooms. Small kitchen. I do have a nice big Corian top that I don't use. I want maintenance free. I got a nice big porch because I want to walk up and down there when I'm having a fucking panic attack without getting my shoes muddy. That's right. I just fuck around. I'm so damn lucky, which I do try to pass it around. So, when we're talking about like conservative liberals, that kind of shit, I feel because I'm lucky that I want to do stuff for people that are not as lucky. That's fucking it. It has nothing to do with religion or being a good guy or getting a fucking statue or a fucking firecrackers lit off in my name when I'm long gone. I know how this fucking clusterfuck works, which is why I have a soft. I wouldn't even say it's a soft spot. I wouldn't call it that either. It's being compassionate and considerate and understanding how this fucking mess works and realizing that in a real life game of musical chairs, when the fucking music quit, there was a chair and I sat on it. That's it. Fucking lucky as hell. Oh, but back to the point. I do think I have attention deficit disorder, but anyway. So I fuck around and I always liked cops. They were really nice to me when I was a kid. I thought I'd be a cop. And then a guy said, you ought to go to college. It's like, yeah. And the first thing I thought of was all that pussy that was there. Honest to God, I'm being honest with you. And I thought, man, that's what I want to do. I want to go to college. I just, I watched these Elvis Presley things and I saw these things on TV and, guys and girls study. And I thought, fuck yeah, that's what I want to do. And that's exactly how it fucking worked out. I took a year off. I worked at a steel company as a security guard. And then I went to a junior college, and I'll tell you, man, it was absolute fucking paradise. All these girls from like blue collar places like me. And it was fucking awesome. And then I went there, dropped out another year, delivered pet supplies for a pet thing. And then I kept running into these cops that I knew. I was planning on being a cop because I liked that excitement. I couldn't believe you get paid for that shit. And then I said, you ought to go get a 4-year degree. And it's like, all right. So I barely got in, barely got out. And I went and got a 4-year degree, which I never went to class. It's a fucking joke. I got a Bachelor of Science, believe it or not, instead of a Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice. And that allowed me to get a private detective license rather than fulfill the experience requirement. And it was off to the fucking races. I took a job at General Motors as a security guard, but it was a salaried position. It was considered white collar. I started out at $38,000 a year in 1980. And I worked midnight shift. And then I got my PI license. In Michigan, you had to be 25 years old. And I got my PI license. And all I did, honestly, I didn't know the first fucking thing about being a PI. Nothing. And I just heard that they did work for insurance companies and that kind of thing. And I went out and banged on doors. And honestly, I had an insurance company kind of take me under their wing from day one. And within 6 months, I had made 50 grand part-time. And I had a chance to get promoted to GM. It's like, fuck this, no way. Not doing it. So I quit and got lucky. So I'm full aware. My sister was lucky too. Depends how you look at it. She was lucky up until she had a good-for-nothing fucking kid that married a fucking idiot that produced 9 illiterate children that eventually forced them out of owning McDonald's franchises. But she was the first single female owner-operator to own a McDonald's. Just printing money. She was making fucking 450 grand a year 35 years ago. But it's the old adage, and you learn this as you get older. Money's not everything. Get lucky, fuck around, go to Florida, get lucky again. I had a good wife. I'm not complaining. I mean, it's better than most people I know. I just didn't really like being married, to be honest with you. Not for any bad reasons. I just, I'm fucking crazy for starters. That's the main reason. And I'm a hard motherfucker to live with. I'll tell you exactly how it goes with me. Not anymore because I'm older, but when I was younger, this is how it always goes. You meet women, usually waitresses or some place where they get to know you. Unless you're some really strikingly good-looking motherfucker, you're going to have another angle. And the angle was getting to know them. Once I got to know them, they seemed to like me. And they've all said it was the best times of their life and the worst times of their life. And that's fucking true. At the beginning, man, it couldn't be more fun. But as time goes on, they get sick of it. They start getting bored and like shitty, treat them not nice. Just get moody and I just fucking do what I want. And overall, it's worked for me, but I'm not saying that's a very admirable trait. And like now at this stage of the game, like I read my books, I fuck around. I just ordered like $5 grand worth of shit to record birds. These nice microphones and recorders are just fucking getting off on this shit, man. Like birds, nature, sound. Video is easy compared to sound. I don't know anything about it. Like I'm fucking around now. I uploaded some this morning, but I'm going to get much better at it. You know, here's a fucked up, crazy thought. Like I like the beauty of things, like birds and stuff like that. You know what I thought would be a nice present to a person? A newborn baby. The stuff that I have is super sensitive microphones. Is like record their baby breathing, like when it's a baby and it's bassinet, and like record it for them. I actually am getting a microphone. You could hear heartbeat. I think that'd be a nice gift for like a baby. Assuming that the kid doesn't turn out to be a fucking serial killer. And I like birds singing. Let me tell you, birds use 100% capacity of their lungs to sing. Just phenomenal. So damn beautiful. Yeah. So I went full. I'll tell you what I'm doing now is I'm studying calculus, but I was like didn't know much about geometry and algebra, so I had some like study into them. Why? Because of the fucking planets. That's why. I'm gonna do that some more and fuck around. Hey, by the way, too, that fucking stomach problem I had for over a year. You know, went upper GIs, all this bullshit. Anyway, this last thing I got worked took all that fucking problem away. It was the last line of PPIs, protein pump inhibitors, that worked. Oh, feeding the birds of Michigan. Yeah, I could give a shit what that stupid bitch says. I mean, she's uglier than shit. She's dumber than a fucking box of rocks. She's super unsuccessful, doesn't have a job, living in a dump. That scratchy fucking broken record voice. Who cares what she thinks? She's an idiot. No, they don't. Depend on what you have. Mine's not gastritis. I was misdiagnosed. It's the lower esophagus. No, they're good if you do it right. You got to get the right one. Yeah, I can't stand that idiot. Yeah, she's a total loser. Just gets on and runs her big fucking mouth. Men aren't interested in her. Women, employers don't want her around. Just a fucking zero. No, that's true. You're right about that. Very few have too. Well, if you're misdiagnosed, it's a problem because you're getting rid of acid that you need. Oh, let me get the name of this fucking shit. I've taken so many. The names running together. And guess what? I practiced my own advice. I went to a Jewish doctor. Fuck yeah, Sokolov. And then I bought the office gift certificate. Lansoprazole. You see it? This fucking shit works, man. I take one in the morning. I am fucking home free, man. I could drink goddamn battery acid. I could drink alcohol if I wanted to again, a steak, anything. I'm not doing it, but I could, and it feels great. No more of that pain. No, it's not that hard. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, this shit works. This is the last line of PPI. I'm telling you, if you've been fucking jacked around and you got these bullshit diagnoses and they want to do this and they want to do that. I've tried all that other shit. All those other PPIs didn't do shit. Hey, Becca, how you doing? Didn't do shit, but this shit, man, it fucking feels good. No more bloating. Not afraid to eat something. I got a couple Sony mirrorless cameras I really haven't used much. I'm gonna fuck with those tonight. I just ordered an intervalometer. I'm gonna get some good. It's so beautiful out here around at night. Unbelievable. Oh, you're not feeling? What's the problem, Becca? What's wrong with you? Want me to go get you something delivered to you? I'll get you something, lunch or something if you want. Yeah, H2 blocker, much different. Yeah, that's right. All I know is this shit works. It's cheap too. Oh, I'll tell you another thing too. What else do I fuck? Oh, another thing that was prescribed was nortriptyline. I take a 10 milligram of that at night before I go to bed. Believe it or not, there's a theory out there. I know I got brain problems. There's a theory out there that you can have these brain anomalies that cause these spasms in your esophagus. Well, I don't know, in this, and I am super sensitive to pain. So I take that too. And so I'm not 100% this is everything that did it, but I think it is. Sleep like a fucking baby. I have some crazy ass dreams. Holy shit. I had a fucking nightmare the other night. I woke up and dreamed I was fucking SG. Oh, I'll read about that, yeah. Oh, the fucking it's an absolute ass kicker down here. No, yeah, it's terrible right now. It's super extremely high. Yeah, now on that chest congestion, don't let that linger around there, that'll create scar tissue. Do you have a family physician, practitioner? Why don't you go go on some prednisone for a few days? You don't want that inflammation to hang around your lungs. Oh, really? Yeah, you definitely want to get rid of that inflammation. Oh, you have some too? Yeah, they're a pain in the ass. They really are. Yeah. Fucking sucks. Breathing treatments. Yeah, you lose a lot of lung capacity as you age. The average family physician doesn't even know too much about that. That's why you get older, you go out and you do some yard work and you have a heart attack and you think it's because you're out of shape. Well, that's true. You were out of shape. But a lot of it has to do with lung capacity. You get tired much quicker. If you look at lungs, I think they quit developing at 27 and it's all downhill after 34. Oh, yeah. No, exactly right. Yeah, anybody that would be born to her has just got to be cursed for life. Oh, good for you, man. Oh, good. Yeah, bronchial dilator. Good for you. Yeah, that's good. So that's all I know. Crunch and Munch, do you still work? Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I think they have scarring, but I don't think you'd call it emphysema. Oh, here's Amazon lady. How you doing?
Hi.
I need to sign for it?
I've just got to look. I think so.
Working hard today?
How are you?
Good for you. But you love coming out here for nothing?
No, let me take a picture.
Okay.
No. Let me yeah, and you don't have to sign.
Would I have to sign normally?
You have to sign if you receive it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, thank you. Have an awesome
All I got today. You have a good day. Where are you going to go next?
I'm not even sure. It's all on the bed.
Hit that GPS. All right, have a good day.
When?
Oh, thank you. Yes, beautiful out here. You ought to see it at night. No noise. Looks like a planetarium.
What do you do out here?
Nothing.
That's the best thing to do.
Feed birds and sleep in.
Oh, I love it.
Lift weights too.
I
I just got that. I haven't used it yet.
need it.
Do it. All right, you too. See what I got today. See if I got a new blow up doll. Yeah, I get Amazon, yeah. Sure does. Oh, you get lightheaded? Yeah. You sure you're not dehydrated? Oh, these are for my CDs I'm organizing. That's one thing. I got a double pack. Overnight delivery out in the middle of nowhere for something that only costs $20 for two of them. And here are my things so I can use my cushioning mount for my new microphone. Make sure I got everything out of there. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I hope these fit. I think they will. Oh, Pedialyte? Okay, that's good. Oh, good. That'll help you, yeah. Drink Gatorade, too. No, it is. I know. You can't have it both ways. But here's the thing. It's, I do try it. Like, I still buy books at Barnes & Noble and stuff like that because I just don't want to be the kind of guy that bitches that there are no bookstores left because I buy everything online. I just don't want to be that guy. It's just a decision you make. It's not as cost effective. I know this, but I appreciate being able to go in there, get a coffee, fuck around, look at books. Because even though you can go on and you can look at all these books online, it's not the same as looking through it. They're not going to put every damn page on there. And I appreciate that. So, and I still buy things from them, I do. Powerade, you like that, huh? Oh, good for you. Are you off work today, Becca? Yeah, I like doing it, man. I mean, it is a lot. I'll tell you this. You know what I've realized over the years, more so now than earlier, and that is that the markup in books, which I'm fine with. But over the years, like I think they lie about the markup on grocery too, perishables like fruit and vegetables. I mean, who'd fuck with it for 3%? I think they're lying, and I know they're lying about books. I'll give you an example. Like some books I buy that they're kind of expensive. I'm really not into it, but I'd like to know about it. A perfect example is a hardcover book on the high Sierra Nevadas. And I'm interested in that mountain range anyway, but particularly because it claims a lot of airplane crashes. These fucking morons in these single engine, non-turbocharged airplanes try to take their whole fucking family from someplace else west to the east and try and climb these mountains in the winter and the summer, and it kills them all. And that kind of got me interested in different parts of the Sierra Nevadas, the Donner family across, stuff like that. Now that's a hardcover book. $40 at Barnes & Noble. I get 10% off. Big fucking deal. But you can go on Amazon. That thing's brand new, and you can get it for $18. Now, that's just not fair. And I do it with weightlifting equipment all the time, too. It's a third cheaper than a freestanding building. Somebody's selling it third cheaper, which is a lot. And not only that, they deliver these huge 45-pound plates free of delivery. I mean, how in the hell are you going to compete with that? I mean, there's certain stuff, Amazon's not making money on them. I think this is probably one of them. And honestly, there's some of the shit that I get, I don't really want it the next day. I don't want like somebody like this lady going 60 miles out of her way to fulfill this overnight bullshit, hanging this carrot out in front of her to get her to work for free. Now, today I was on here, so I didn't want to take time. Normally I give them a tip. Oh, bills don't stop. Isn't that the truth? Yeah, 10% is nothing. That's exactly right. Oh, did they really? Yeah. Walmart, though, man. They're the kings of it all, aren't they? Got to give it to all Walmart. Man, I hope these adapters work for this thing. I forget what you call these fucking things. It's a shock mount for a new microphone I ordered. And then there's a part missing to the fucking thing. I don't ever remember using it. I didn't want to take the time looking for it. And I think one of these will work. I hope they will. I'm gonna find out. Get that motherfucker right now. See if it fits. These microphones that I get, You know, these new microphones that I get to record birds. I'm not shitting you. If you don't know it while you're there, but you can hear yourself breathing. It sounds loud. So you get these kind of things to take the vibration off. I'm hoping one of these fit. Honestly, they all look too big. I think these are all too big. God damn it. Yeah, these are all too big. Maybe this one fits. Thank God. And then I can screw this one and this one right here. Right here. Good. It works. See? There. It's a shock mount. So the reason you get these is because when you have these sensitive microphones, I'm telling you, you can just look at the thing and it makes noise. And I'm talking about like someone pounding on a drum. So you got to remove any kind of vibration, any cost. And that's what this does. No kidding. That's what it does. And I got some extra ones of these if I need them. That's good. Oh, gotcha. Oh, got ya. Yeah, well, I'm glad these worked. They didn't look like they were going to work at the beginning. I don't know why I would have taken that one out. It could be on the top of an old tripod someplace. I'm not really sure. So that's good. I got other ones that I'll probably never use, but you never know. Yeah, good. It's just what the doctor ordered. Yeah, good. I never sent anything back either. I don't know. I guess they say it's easy. I never do it though. Too much bullshit. Yeah, it's getting organized slowly. You know, when I was younger, I'd take a whole day and organize. Man, now I just can only stand about an hour. That's all I can stand. Just reading, fucking around. Drifter, do you still work? Do you still work? Have a job? Yeah, Becky, you need to just relax. Take some Zyrtec too, the 24-hour. Now, Becca, were you a smoker at any time, or do you smoke now? That'll certainly complicate things. I'm glad I got these things today. I'm going to be able to finish this now. My CDs, I don't take good care of them. I find them underneath the seat of the car and everything else. Yeah. You know, I'll tell you, those plastic CD holders too, they're too big. Oh yeah, well, it's close. Close to it, geez, like cover for my CDs. I'm putting them in these plastic things. And then put them in this plastic thing. Like I said, I don't take the greatest care of them. I think I don't because I don't give a fuck about them. I take good care of my camera equipment. That's about it, really. Computer, a few other things. Oh, Clarendon, are you taking the D? Take the 12-hour. So you're off work, or you still have to go to work? Clarendon D. Oh, good for you. I took one this morning, the 12-hour Claritin D. Fucking pollen here is a motherfucker, man. And I'll tell you, here's a weird thing too. I'm 100% certain I have allergies, for sure. But when I go to an allergist, they test for all that shit, cockroach feces or something. Fuck. Dust mites. Fuck. I'm fucked if it's dust mites. I mean, who the hell isn't allergic to those? Oh, good for you. So is that a job on the side, Becca, you do? Is that a side job? Or that's your full-time job? Oh, good for you. Oh, good for you. Oh, your body hurts. Yeah, it sucks. Feel bad. It really does. I don't really care because I don't really like base uploading stuff. That people don't watch. But I'm a little surprised people don't like hearing bird sounds more. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, gotcha. Oh my God. I don't know how you do it. I don't think I could do it. Yeah, I've been doing the late night chats. Like I said earlier, man, it's cool like when you guys are on here, but there's some people that come on. I don't want to be a dick and block them, but I also don't want them on the chat. I mean, not just because they just bring up so much stupid shit or drama. You can't have a conversation with them about anything. I just see them come on. It's like, oh God. Holy shit, it's you again. I mean, it sounds fucking terrible, but I'm just being honest with you. Yeah, I just say fuck it. Hey, John, how are you? Yeah. No, it's just like you can't do it. What do you guys think? Did you think I should get the StreamYard or not? StreamYard is kind of fun, but it's one thing having this because you can't get on. All you can do is type. But it's another thing to have them sitting in the back room on StreamYard and not approving them. I just can't get myself to do it. Yeah, I can't do it. It's a beautiful day today. It's a day for partying. Oh, yeah, Corey, you can get like, what do they call that, porn bomb? That happened to me one time. I think YouTube could, I still get that stupid idiot girl that comes on her underwear, putting every stupid comment in the world. If you see her, block her, will you? It's a pain in the ass. You know who I'm talking about, Drifter? Some girl, it's always showing her tits and her ass and shit. It's foreign language. You see her, whenever you see her, block her. I do too, but just to no avail. It doesn't seem to phase her. So, we got a weather alert today, and I think what that is probably dryness. But that's what it is, dry. It gets so damn dry around here, they're afraid the whole place catching on fire. Yeah. Crazy. Well, I hope you feel good, Becca. That sucks. That's too hard to work. Oh, bulk harder? What's that mean? You know, a lot of times, like, I don't want to, like, not acknowledge people. A lot of times, like, if I'm driving or something, I'll just, like, I don't even, like, get a chance to read them, but I don't want to just blow them off. So I probably heart a lot of comments that I shouldn't. To me, it's acknowledgement that I read it, not that it's some great comment. Oh, gotcha, Becca. But she's a pain in the ass. You know, it's just another form of trolling. Yeah, it is. I see Tesla stock down again. I think that's pretty cool how Musk has so much money that he tells the majority of the people that are buying his electric vehicles to fuck off. And he doesn't care. Can you imagine what the world would be like if everybody had Elon Musk money? You could just tell everybody to fuck off that you didn't like because there'd be no consequence. I mean, doesn't it all boil down to getting along with people because you have to a lot of the times? Yeah, all sorts of names. Yeah, you're right. I just don't understand. Can you figure out a motive for that? Does it make any sense to you at all? It's just nuts. I think it's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, 15 rooms. I don't know how you do it, Becca. I couldn't do it, I don't think. No way. I barely cleaned my little room. So fucking lazy. It's unbelievable. Getting worse by the years. I'm glad this thing is working. I'm going to use this today, actually. That's good. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, if you see her canner, please do. Well, I think I'm going to sign off here, you guys. Can finish some more of my stuff. I think I'll come on tonight. Hey, Angie, how you doing? Oh, you been busy? What have you been doing? How's your tea working? Is it working for you? Five jobs. Oh, God. Don't take too much of it. I can tell you what it's like. Happened to me one time. Yeah, 5 jobs is too much. I can see how people go nuts. So you just sit around, you look towards the future, and a lot of things don't make sense. You know what I mean? One banana peel after another. I don't have a 401k. I don't need one. Just since I've been down here, I made a fucking killing on property. I mean, printing money. Not shitting you. 401k, that's for people that dream. Fuck a 401k. Oh, yeah, it happens. Yeah, but you're young, you don't know shit. You've been brainwashed by your teachers and your parents, and you get out and experience real life. Oh, good for you. Oh, okay, good for you. You got bartenders giving like too big of drinks and stuff to people. I don't know how you stand the small talk in a bar. That'd drive me nuts. Just listen to this chit chat bullshit all day long. I'm going to kill myself at the end of every shift. Yeah, no pensions anymore. Yeah, it's true. Didn't last long either. That's a global economy. Fuck, there were no pensions anywhere else anyway, except this place. And that's when, the United States was the only place making cars and all sorts of other shit. And that's what it took to get employees to hang around with. Not anymore. You're lucky to have a job that even makes ends meet. Oh, won't make any money. No, I believe that. Too big of pores. I would think I would go crazy in a bar. I agree with no tax on tips. I'm for you on that. I think so too. Paying tax on fucking tips. Shit, that's the only thing that keeps you in the ball game. You know, it's funny too. I've known over the years waitresses that got audited that they just handed their ass to them. Just a waitress trying to make things. But you sit around, you're off in life. You like figure things out, and you got this job you're not exactly in love with, but it pays the bills. And you just think of like 30 more years of this bullshit. You just wonder if you can stand it at all. And if you don't like bust a move, those 30 years will go by, and then you'll be in your 60s doing the same shit, wishing you'd have done something different. It's just hard sometimes to take the impetus to like bust a move because it's too much effort. It's just easier to just tread water, put up with bullshit. I can see why people turn into alcoholics and drug addicts. Makes sense because reality is not that fucking fun a lot of the time. Watching all this crazy shit on the news. I'll tell you the people that are really fucked. Of course, farmers have been getting fucked like this for 50 years because they get you in real deep. They get you in your 50s and then the company closes and then you're fucked. You could have 20 PhDs at 50 and you're going to be turning in applications to dollar store. Wow. People just can't afford to tip. You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, that's bullshit. That would piss me off. I think my dad was ignorant like that, and he was Scottish. If you go out on a date or something with somebody, they say it's little things, but it's big fucking things. Like if I'm out on a date, and let's say we go to a movie or something like that, and I'm watching this movie, and I'm thinking this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. And the date is talking about how good it is, and they want to buy the DVD when it comes out. And I think this is a deal breaker. You are so fucking dumb. It's unbelievable. I'm just like majorly turned off now. And the same thing works with etiquette, or where you go out to eat and you just start listening to their comments about how they feel about tipping, and they're cheap and they think, well, it's not my fault. They have a low paying job. You start talking that shit, it's going to be a very short date because you are just ignorant as fucking hell. Stupid. You don't understand the premise of service. My dad was like that. Just even as a young kid, I wanted to crawl under the fucking table. Yeah, see, that's the problem though, Angie. I'm not knocking where you live, but that was the same way where I lived in West Branch. You got a lot of fucking, it's great up there. You get to go down Lake here and fucking pull out a fish and eat it for dinner, all that shit. But you pay dearly when it comes to social mores and the class of people that you're around. And West Branch was the same way. Good, great people in some aspects, but ignorant and holy hell in others. The fucking mayor's got a GED and he cheated to get that. And it's just, this is the virtue of education, and it enlightens you about better things in the world. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but when you've got people going to bars and not tipping waiters and waitresses, you've got a bunch of stupid motherfuckers. And it's such a huge turnoff. If I know somebody and they're cheap like that, it's over. You've just super fucking turned me off. I mean, I rank it right up there with wiping your face with a fucking tablecloth. Yeah, it's so ignorant. But these are the things that when you're interested in someone, the little things that you find out, of course, the way. They could be like really good looking, really nice. You're really into them. Then they just do some stupid, ignorant shit like that. They talk about stiffing a waiter or a waitress. It's over. Yeah. I tip. Yeah. Looking for a second job. No, it's hard to make it this. That's exactly right. You're exactly right, man. I feel bad for you. Now I give her a tip usually, the Amazon lady. but I didn't want to fuck with it today because I would have had to count through a big pocket full of money, and I had this chat going. But I'll catch her next time. I usually give them 20 or $25 because I know this is what gets, you have a conscience as a person, right? And I don't need somebody to tell me that she came out. I'll make it up to her that she came out here out in bumfucked Egypt to deliver this bullshit right here overnight, which I didn't fucking even want overnight. And she went way out of her way. I guarantee you there's not a lot of people around. This is the third brokest county from the worst in Georgia. These people aren't getting anything from Amazon. So she drove her fucking ass off with a smile on her face, thinking that she's making money. And she did not make any money on this run. And I don't want to be part of that equation. And I'm lucky, and I try and compensate them. And I do the same thing with waiters and waitresses because I'm not ignorant. Yeah. No, I don't get you wrong, but I would just have a very difficult time working as a waiter or a waitress and fucking people coming in there and giving them good service and listening to their bullshit and them not tipping me. It would piss me the fuck off. I would just have to get another job because that's not how it's supposed to work. If you can't afford to tip people and you're not tipping in lieu so you can buy more booze, then I got to find another job. It would take me. It's ignorant people. See, but it's the whole thing. What do people do when nobody's watching? That's the $50,000 question. What do people do when nobody's watching? That's where you really get to determine the character of a person. Hey, Clay. Okay, that sounds good. Oh, no, but I don't think I should deserve any award for doing the right thing. I mean, unless you were born in a fucking cave, you're supposed to know that servers or cleaning ladies depend on their income by the level of service you get. You'd have to kick me in the fucking balls to not get 20%. And usually I tip 50% in this day and age because I go in there, they're nice, there's not many people, and I know they're not making any fucking money, and they come over and they're so pleasant, and I just say, fuck it. I do that everywhere I go. I do. And I've had people say they'll want to tell me about it. So it's like, hey, you didn't have to do that. Yeah, I know I didn't have to do it. But the biggest thing a person can do for me when I give them a good tip is just shut the fuck up. I don't want to be thank extra, none of this fucking shit. I just want to do it. That's it. Nobody watching. That's it. Behind the scenes. Bingo. And unfortunately, you aren't privy to that with most situations until you get it broke off in your fucking ass. And you think, God, I trusted that motherfucker. That's what incites me when I see these perverts and shit take advantage of these young kids. And you're so selfish, you narcissistic fucking loser. The whole thing is bad enough, but no one was watching, and you conned yourself into a trusting position to get around these young people, and then you did that shit. I would turn into a total and complete vigilante. At this stage in my life, if there was somebody that I knew and that shit happened to, I'm going to take the law into my own hands proudly. Yeah, people, man, human beings. I've been reading a lot about consciousness lately, and how some of these people go around doing this kind of bullshit and are still amongst the living is a mystery. That's another fucking thing I could go on and on about. Let me tell you what prison's for. Prison's for fucking punishment. It's not to go in there to get a fucking college degree, your teeth fixed, turn into a bodybuilder in 3 meals a day, while everybody else out there scrimps and scrounges and saves to try to make it that works 2 fucking full-time jobs. Prison is for punishment. Yeah. Yeah, minimum. Well, this whole minimum wage thing is a fucking joke too. You know, they got everybody working for nothing. If you talk to send them to El Salvador, all these motherfuckers. This fucking scumbag Venezuelan that murdered that poor girl up at the University of Athens. I swear to God, at this stage of my life, you could say, we're going to give you $10 million cash, or you're going to have an opportunity to kill this guy. I would rather kill him than have the $10 million. I would take such pleasure in it. Yeah, but I don't think I got problems with this legislating a living wage thing. I mean, that's such liberal jargon. What that translates into a lot of time is a fat, overweight, lazy, good-for-nothing kid that still lives with his parents, that never bothered to get any additional credentials to be paid a living. He's working these part-time bullshit fucking unskilled jobs, and he wants the government to come in and mandate $20 fucking an hour, even though he's not skilled to do anything. That's bullshit too. You know, capitalism worked just fine until about the last fucking 10 years. You know, you got experience, you got a certificate, you fucking got a degree, you learned how to be a fucking pipe fitter. You know, you just didn't sit around smoking marijuana all day, living with your fucking parents, waiting for your ship to come in. Help the ladies in the chat? Like which ones? Which ones? Which ones? I will help them if I see them. I do help people, but I mean, you can't save the whole fucking world. You know what I mean? I wish I could. I mean, all I can do is my own small way. I mean, I don't think it's like, I don't think you should be having any parade for me or anything. Let me grab my last bit of coffee. Because I just want to party. Party all night. Fuck yeah. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is a boom, 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 and a zoom, boom. I'm going to eat one of these fucking protein bars. How many grams of protein? 30 grams of protein in this motherfucker. 30 grams of protein. You know how I know it's got 30 grams of protein? Because it tastes like shit. Look at this fucking thing. It doesn't even look good. Well, she's not having a hard time. She's just not getting tipped what she should. And Becca is making a living. No, you know it's weird on those bagels. I buy them for other people, but I don't buy them for myself. If I don't eat a bagel at the place, I'm never gonna eat it at home. First of all, it's too big for a toaster. You know? I'm weird about shit like that. Even when I smoke meat, briskets, turkeys, and all that shit, I don't eat the meat myself. I smoke it for other people. Yeah, no, I don't want to fuck with bagels at home. I just threw away my toaster anyway. It wouldn't have fit in a thing. They're too thick. They're good bagels, I'll tell you that. Everybody I got a bagel for loved them. Said they want me to get them another bag. No, I know you're not being rude, but I mean, first of all, I don't really even know her. I mean, you're expecting me to just do this with everybody that comes on a random chat? I mean, if they weren't on a jam, but it's just like I do that around here with feeding feral cats. I don't even like fucking cats. And people hit me up all the time, and I do it, right? But like one lady, I like her and she's a good person. Here's a perfect example. It kind of is along these lines. She's an alcoholic. She smokes 2 packs of cigarettes a day. And I finally told her, look, you're not in a position to be able to feed every fucking cat you run into. It's a great overture. That's nice of you to do. But you can't afford to do this. And you married a guy who doesn't want to work. Now, if you got in a car accident or your husband got killed and you just already were feeding the cats, that's different. But there's a bunch of people out there that do things that they can't afford to do, and you just can't supplement the whole world. I do it when there's a criteria you have to have. Now, if Angie or Becca said, hey, I'm fucking getting evicted, that's different. Yeah. But like the animal feeding thing, I do it all the time. It's like people just, I just tell them you can't afford. I can't feed every fucking starving cat in the world. Sooner or later, I was looking into rescuing some of those damn wild horses. I mean, I'm a total sucker for that shit. Like they're talking about putting them to sleep. It's like, man, I don't want you putting them to sleep. And it's the same thing with cats and dogs. I mean, I do what I can, but I don't do it all. You know? But the lady, I know it hurt her feelings, but you can't feed every fucking cat, you see. You can't afford it. Those are excellent. Oh yeah, you'll get fatter than hell eating those. Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Shane, you're not the guy that somebody blocked, are you? A couple months ago? You live in Georgia? No, okay. I'll give you an example. So, here about a month ago, a lady's walking with a walker. I pick her up, take her to the store, take her back home. No big deal, right? Then she talks about needing a ride to Athens, Georgia, which I go quite a bit. It's like, yeah, I can take you up there, And then in between when I was going to take her and when I took her to the store that day, she called me like 58 fucking times. So I blocked her number and I didn't take her to Athens because she'll drive you fucking nuts. And that's why, even though she has family locally, nobody wants to do anything for her because she'll drive you fucking crazy. So it isn't just like this carte blanche, opened, because she's fucking nuts, open thing to like infringe on my life because you happen to going through a bad time. I'm not taking her now. I mean, she passed the line of this isn't worth it. I'm not going to allow you to drive me nuts. Just crazy. And there are people like that. I mean, I block people on these chats all the fucking time. There's a point where I don't want to have a relationship with people. I just fucking don't. Not that it's any great rite of passage, but they're needy. They're fucking nuts. I have been. Yep. It's a nice place. No, it's a good place. But, I got my own life, and, it's like anything. There's a criteria with people you have relationships with. And if I just decide for whatever reason, not that I'm better than you or anything, if I don't want you around, I don't want you around. There's nothing in it for me. So I get rid of them. Matter of fact, I just did that about 20 minutes ago. I don't know if you caught it or not. I wish all these people good luck, best to you, but I'm not interested in any form of communication with you. I don't want to text, an email. I don't want you coming on the chats. And when I send you an email and I tell you don't contact me anymore, I'm not fucking around. There are laws for that. It's called stalking. And then believe me, there are plenty of them on YouTube. Lots of them. And there are people out there, their whole life's one big problem. Been that way, it's going to be that day till the day they die. No, it's a nice area, Alpharetta. Yep. I used to live up not too far from there about 40 years ago. Woodstock. When I lived in Woodstock, it was like nothing, super rural. Now they got a real nice recording studio up there and different bands going, that kind of thing. I'll give you an example. We talk about, vanity, looks, this kind of thing. And how looks matter. Fuck yeah, they matter. Better believe it. Is it everything? It's not. Is it another iron in the fire? Absolutely. Here's a perfect example. It just jogged my memory. There's a recording studio up there, and they do concerts as well. And I've mentioned this before. There's a guy, The View or The Voice or whatever fucking show that was. Big fat Arabic guy from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Laith El Sadi is his name. Laith and then Al-Saadi. Great guy, super singer. But as far as like marketing yourself to like a lot of women that, want to throw their underwear at you, it's not happening. And when you're in a competitive environment like entertainment and singing, you need every bit of help you can. Now, that guy took second place, runner-up. Adam Levine, whatever show that was, said he was the best guitar player he ever saw. He wins competitions. This guy is just super talented. But he's not what would be considered someone that was attractive. And sure enough, he can't fill a bar with 12 people in it. Everything he does is free. This kind of stuff. It's sad that it's that way, but it is that way. And for all I know, he wouldn't have got on the show to begin with, but it was a blind audition. So these kind of things matter. I was reading a thing the other day on photography, and it said that good looks have nothing to do with being photogenic. And, it's really true. But if most people you ask about who would you consider photogenic, they'd pick out good-looking people. So it's not necessarily not accurate either. Fucking weird. I think good looks is overrated. I mean, you know how it is. You can be attracted to people that aren't good looking, but generally there's some kind of relationship there. Just the way it is. 67 degrees today. Dry, nice, really good day. Yeah, Drifter, I think you'd really like those bagels. Yeah, I think that'd be a good place to live. See, this is kind of like an anomaly around here. This isn't a good place to live if you're not in a position like I am. I'm lucky. It's a shitty place to live. There are no jobs, a lot of poverty. School system sucks. No public transportation. Not much of a law enforcement presence. So if you had kids or a wife, there's no fucking way you'd want to live out here. But for a guy at my age, at this stage, it's perfect for me. Don't talk to the neighbors. Don't socialize. But the way that I pay for that is by driving my fucking ass off everywhere I go to do something good. An hour either way. You go to Madison, 50 minutes, Augusta, 1 hour, or Athens, 1 hour, or Atlanta, 2 hours. That's it. So you can't have it both ways. So like the Amazon lady came out and said she really liked it here and it's great. Yeah. When you're just sitting around on a chair listening to the birds sing, it is great. But to live here at her age, it's not so great. That's why I tell people that I know through YouTube and stuff, they're walking it. Clay is an example. The guy in the chat, Clay is a perfect example. He likes fucking around, metal detecting and shit. And he comes out here a couple times a month and fucks around, and that's it. That's the end of it. You know, I'm glad he can come out here and do this. And, you know, when you're metal detecting, I tried it. I'm just too lazy. It's stressful when you're metal detecting a place where you don't have permission. I mean, it's just, you know, it takes the fun out of it. You know? Oh, Palm Beach County had a place down there. Where at in Palm Beach County did you live? Oh, okay. Yeah, I lived in Loxahatchee. Oh, North Palm Beach. Yeah, I used to go to the Barnes & Noble up there all the time. You know, Mike Douglas retired up there, the talk show host. And Greg Norman, too, had a place up there. And so did Jack Nicklaus. You remember when that jeweler screwed Jack Nicklaus out all that money? He was from North Palm Beach. Yeah, he lives in Jupiter, though. Jupiter Island. There's a mafia guy up there, too. John, what is his name? Staluppi. He owns that big car dealership. He lives in North Palm Beach. John Staluppi. You familiar with him? I see Tiger Woods is dating the Trump's kid's ex-wife. Likes those blondes. Bryant Gumbel was the same way. Black guys that like tan, white blondes. Where are you living now at, Mildly Interesting? I might be coming down there in the next couple weeks. I'm thinking about suing a fucking attorney for malpractice. And I want to give a $10,000 bonus to my appeals attorney. That fucker saved my ass. Oh, Headland? Oh, I don't know where that is. Okay. I mean, you know, Palm Beach County, it's crazy what the price is now. You couldn't give me a place to live there. I hated living there. Oh, Dothan. Oh, okay. I go to Dothan, Alabama. That's a nice town. They got it all down there. Good bookstores, everything. I got my bird recording. Oh, okay. Good for you. Oh, good. Yeah, Palm Beach County, man. You can keep that place. You know, everybody I know that's there, like in a career, can't wait to get out. There's just something about, man, when I'm in Palm Beach County and I just get there and it's like, oh God, it's that heat, the faded paint, the traffic. Half the people don't speak English, just tourists. It just sucks so bad. No, everybody I know wants to leave Palm Beach County. It sucks. And what I can't figure out is you pay a premium to live there. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. You know, when I moved to Loxahatchee out there, it was like where I live now. Now that place sucks. They paved all the dirt roads. They consider that progress. It's nonsense, man. Palm Beach County sucks. Although I will give them credit for this. Palm Beach County, if you go down to like Vero Beach, you know, they'll show you what Palm Beach County might have learned a good lesson. They have kept it nice there, which it all depends on your philosophy. You know, they have strict building codes, which is why it doesn't look like Lake Okeechobee neighborhoods, Immokalee, Belglade. You know, when you're living out in a rural area, a guy could have the Titanic in his backyard. You couldn't do anything about it. And that's what's made places like Vero Beach and places like that crappy. Yeah, Sebastian, yeah. Isn't that where they have that 5 point intersection? That 5 point intersection. I mean, I for a while I would go down to Jupiter. I like Indy Atlantic. Just stay on the ocean a few days. But that hotel started ripping people off. So those days where I go down to Panama City Beach once in a while, which is all I don't really, you know, the water down there is just stunningly beautiful. I'll spend the night in Dothan and then go down there. They have even though it's a tourist trap, they got a lot of good places to eat in that Panama City Beach thing. There's a place that has really good lobster sandwiches. And you can get all sorts of good food, Asian food. If you ever get up to up around northern Atlanta, there's a place called Thai 21. Is really excellent. Yeah, it's gotten expensive now, and a lot of those hotels are dummies. Hold on one sec, my phone's ringing. Hello? It's a phone scammer. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. Good morning. My name is Sam. How are you?
Mother chode. That means motherfucker in Hindi. It's another Indian scammer. Yeah, it's fun going down there once in a while. But the place I go in Indy Atlantic, I don't. That place is they started ripping people off, so I'm not going to go there anymore. Fuck them. Boy, what a beautiful day today. Well, anybody know a third-party texting app? I got this damn Google texting and it sucks so bad. I've tried the other ones and they're terrible too. Lady wants to send me. They got nailed in a pyramid scheme. About 800 grand. The FBI spent 4 years investigating this fucker, and the Department of Justice just sent him a letter. They're not going to prosecute. But somebody just sent me a link to this fucking thing on a server. Of course, it didn't come through. It's such a fucking pain in the ass. Well, you know who's starting to look manly looking? Bill Gates' ex-wife. He's starting to look like a man in the face. You know who else too? Aaron Andrews. That's that fucking estrogen disappearing. That soft, feminine look women have. Well, I think I'm going to take off, you guys. Organize some more of my stuff. Mildly interesting. She'll love it there. Congratulations to her. Shane, you party. Drifter, if you're still out there. You guys rock on. Eat the rest of this crappy 30-gram protein bar. It sucks. Angie, good luck at work today. Becca, hope you feel better. Want me to bring you some soup or something? So party on, guys.